Alright, so the goal of this section is just to kind of get you guys ready for the ACT, SAT, whatever you guys might take, because I think most of you probably have not taken it yet. So this will hopefully help with that just a little bit, because I know this is something that can kind of pop up occasionally. So we're not going to stress this one too much, but 9.3, graph and write equations of circles. Okay. Now, as far as this goes, we won't really graph them actually, probably for this, but the biggest thing I want you guys to see is the standard equation of a circle with a center at the origin. So, standard equation of a circle with center at the origin. Alright, so the standard form of the equation of a circle with center at 0, 0 and radius r is as follows. X squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Alright, so now we're ready for some problems. So stuff like 9 through 20, it says to graph the equation and then identify the radius of the circle. My biggest concern is that we identify the radius. I made graph 1 just so you see essentially what's going on, but basically all we're doing is going to be graphing them. So, number 10, x squared plus y squared is equal to 81. So you have to remember here, the radius in the equation is squared. So we have to take the square root of this, because this right here, 81 is r squared. So if I want the radius, I need r is equal to the square root of 81, which is equal to 9. So the radius is 9. Okay, it's literally this simple. Now, if I were to graph this circle, all that's happening is because my center is at 0, 0, all I have to do is basically I come out to 9, come up to 9, negative 9, negative 9, and I just connect the dots as best as possible. It's not a perfect circle by any means, but it's a circle. I have now graphed a circle. Okay, so that's literally all you have to do. I don't really care if you graph them. I just want you to be aware of what's going on. Let's see. 14. X squared is equal to negative y squared plus 40. Alright, well, I need to get it in standard form in order to solve it. So to do that, I need to add this y squared over. So x squared plus y squared is equal to 40. And then now I can say this is r squared. So r is equal to the square root of 40. Now with a 40, I can pull out a 2. So it's 4 and 10. 4 is 2 and 2. 10 is 2 and 5. So it'll be 2 root 10. And that's all you have to do, because like I said, I don't care about the graph. So 2 squared root of 10 is the answer for that one. Something like 18. 7x squared plus 7y squared is equal to 112. Okay, so what needs to happen here is, it's not in standard form yet. It kind of looks like it, but with these 7s here, I'm technically not in standard form, so I'm going to divide both sides by 7. So I get x squared plus y squared is equal to, let's see, 112 divided by 7 is 16. So now, this is r squared. So r is equal to the square root of 16. So r is equal to 4. Alright, so that's literally all you have to do for those ones. Let's see. Write the standard form of the equation of the circle with the given radius whose center is the origin. Alright, so these problems, they're giving you the radius, and we're told that the center's at the origin, and we need to write it in standard form. So with like 24, or 22, okay, we have that 12, that's my radius. Okay, so 12, this is equal to r. So I need r squared, which is 144. So now I just write x squared plus y squared is equal to 144. And that's all you have to do there. Let's see, one more, 28. 5 square root of 2. So again, this is equal to r. But we need r squared, so r squared would be 25 and, let's see, 25 and then times 2, so r squared is equal to 50. So then you'd have x squared plus y squared is equal to 50. And that's all you have to do for those ones. So super easy, super simple. But I did just want you guys to kind of see this stuff a little bit. And see, I'm debating if which one I want to do here. I think I'm just going to show you guys one of these ones. On the next one, it says to write the standard form of the equation of a circle that passes through the given point and whose center is the origin. So with something like 34, we have the point 2, -4, and I know, oh, sorry guys, you can't see that. And I know that it passes through the origin. So I have this other point, 0, 0. So essentially what I didn't really point out earlier was that using the distance formula but calling r your distance, you can actually get these problems. So essentially r is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, that's essentially what is happening here. So that's what we're going to do, but obviously our 1s are going to be these zeros. So all that we are going to do is r is equal to the square root of 2 minus 0 squared plus -4 minus 0 squared. This is going to be the square root of 2 squared is 4 plus 16, or 4 squared is 16. So this is going to be the square root of 20. So then we want to write the standard form of the equation. So this is r. R squared would be 20. So then x squared plus y squared is equal to 20. Okay, that's all that's happening here. Let me do one more of those, and then I'll just assign you guys like one or two of this type to do. Again, this is just in theory. Oh, not in theory. It will help you with your ACTs and SATs. Oh, it's 40. Looks good. 5 and negative 12. So again, we're also looking at the point 0, 0. Okay, and this would work for wherever it tells you that the center of the circle is. Whatever the center is, if the center was at 3, 3, you'd put 3 and 3 here. Okay, so that's literally all you're doing. So R is equal to the square root of, I'm not going to rewrite the formula since I already have it written up here in this case. Let's see, so x2 is 5 minus 0 squared plus negative 12 minus 0 squared. So this is the square root of 5 squared is 25 plus 12 squared is 144. Square root of 169, which is 13, is equal to R, but I need R squared, so 169. And then x squared plus y squared is equal to 169. And I'm done. Alright, so I know I kind of ran through that quickly. I'm not as stressed about you guys doing this section, but I did want to do it because I think it will benefit you going forward. So, as far as problems to do, let's go with nine through 9. Debating what every other odd would do. 9. Nine through 37, every other odd. And this homework shouldn't take you a super long time. I mean, it's not due till the end of the week next week, but one or two of these problems may show up on the quiz as just kind of an easy gimme problem. So, but this is the last section for sure that we are covering. There's a lot more in your book that's really good, but we just don't have time for it, unfortunately. And but I will keep that in mind next year for those of you who decide to take pre-cal. So I will keep that stuff in mind, and congrats. This is your last video, assuming I don't need to do one for any questions or anything. But yeah, you guys made it through, and